So the going home episode of SmackDown Live before WrestleMania begins with a contract signing of AJ Styles and Shane O'Mac. Why does this need a contract signing? Well, let's just say it's one of the most important matches on the card because it concerns one of the bosses of WWE or a family member of WWE. You notice how Triple H and Seth Rollins needs a contract, and then Shane O'Mac and AJ Styles needs a contract. But anyway, Daniel Bryan comes out for the contract signing first, and he's like, "Are you ready for WrestleMania?" Yeah, the typical question before WrestleMania, and my answer to that is, nah, no, because of the card itself. I mean, damn, it's not on par to what WrestleMania, but most WrestleManias are not a part of certain WrestleManias as far as the card is concerned. The only way they can change is that if the matches are great, which most of them can be. They can. Honestly, they can. They have potential, but will they be? That's just the question. So anyway, Shane O'Mac comes out dancing, and then AJ Styles comes out. Okay. Basically, Shane O'Mac is like, yeah, your road to the WWE, winning the title. Styles came in the Royal Rumble, fought tooth and nail, beat Cena at SummerSlam, won the WWE Championship, and then Shane said that his ego cost him the title. Now that's a matter of debate, but then he ends up attacking Shane because he doesn't have a match at WrestleMania, and the land of opportunity. Yeah, Shane O'Mac tried to mention all of that, and then AJ Styles makes a good point though. This is a regular wrestling match at WrestleMania. It's not in a Hell in a Cell. It's not a no DQ. It's not a ladder match or anything like that. It's a traditional wrestling match. And for anybody's knowledge, Shane O'Mac has barely done that. Yes, he's done all kinds of matches where he's jumped off things, Hell in a Cell. He's done ambulance matches. He's done no DQ matches, last man standing matches. But traditional wrestling matches is going to be, even at the Survivor Series when he was a part of the clusterfuck type of thing. But as far as him being in a regular wrestling match, just remains to be seen, especially against someone like AJ Styles. So, yeah, against someone like AJ Styles. That's basically the whole point of all. So, they were about to come to blows, like every other contract signing just about. Yeah, it was about to break down, but Daniel Bryan gets in between them and calls for a handshake. The crowd didn't like that too much. But Shane O'Mac extends his hand, but AJ Styles doesn't. He just walks away. Maybe they're going to save their handshake until after the match at WrestleMania, but anyway. James Ellsworth calls himself handsome and a physical specimen and introduces Carmella. Now, I admit, I laughed. I did laugh at that. So, Carmella versus Becky. Well, physical specimen, at least Ellsworth is more worth it than The Miz. More on The Miz down the line. But Carmella versus Becky doesn't really take place because Mickey and Alexa were on commentating. They were commentating, and then things break down with them out there, and they end up actually brawling outside of the ring. And then in the ring, well, bibbidi bobbidi boo, we have a tag match. Yeah, Teddy Longism, I know. So, tag match. Becky and Mickey versus Carmella and Alexa. Carmella and Alexa actually end up winning. Why? Because of the interference of James Ellsworth. But Natty came out and she was actually commentating. So after the match is done, even though Natty kind of, instrumented the whole interference thing with James Ellsworth, okay, a brawl ensues. Next thing you know, feel the glow. Naomi is back. Naomi rushes down and cleans house and says that she will be in the match at WrestleMania in her hometown for the SmackDown Women's Championship match. She's cleared. She's back. Does it matter? For those of you that want to feel the glow, for those of those, look, I wish no ill upon any wrestler, okay? So the fact that she's going to be there, okay, fine. So, Tyler Breeze Bella wants to be in the women's match at WrestleMania for the championship. Of course not. Okay? Just no. This isn't Santina Morella. Santina Morella. This is not that garbage. But, and Daniel Bryan goes on with the gag because Tyler Breeze takes off all his shit. He's like, oh, Tyler, where did you get here? And Fandango comes out and, you know, they wanted a spot at WrestleMania. So Daniel Bryan basically puts them in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal that takes place at the pre-show of WrestleMania, not at WrestleMania. So, yeah. So then we have Miz TV. Now, this is the part where I'm just going to lay it down and say that, all right, we get the conclusion of the whole total Bella's BS thing that the Miz and Maryse was doing. Of course, they make fun of Cena and Daniel Bryan and Nikki and Brie. At least Total Bellas was and Total Divas is better than the Miz when he was on the Real World. It's funny how the Miz makes fun of Cena for reading cue cards and stuff like that, but Miz, you were on the Real World, dude. And that's the thing about it. I don't give a fuck where Miz came from before he, you know, got to WWE, because that doesn't matter. Him getting to WWE, he still hasn't proved himself in the fucking ring. That's my biggest beef with him. But more on that beef in just a bit, because this is why, and he basically demonstrates why I hate him. And Cena basically says why I hate him. Yeah. Of course, during the skit, just like last week, they make fun of the fact that, okay, no kids, no marriage, and basically it broke down to saying that, okay, Cena doesn't love her because on the skit, actually, Maryse, a.k.a. Nikki Bella, gets down on her knee and asks Cena to marry her, and he says, no, I will never love you, I'll never marry you, it's all about me, I love me, I hustled you, I respect no one, and I'm loyal to myself. Yeah. But then, again, after this whole skit was done, yeah, the Miz and Maryse take out all their stuff and they try to get, serious down the line and saying that, they're going to embarrass, just like they embarrassed them here on the skit, they're going to embarrass Cena and Nikki Bella at WrestleMania. So, that was the episode of Miz TV. Because they came out and then they aired that footage on the fucking big screen. So, out comes Cena and Nikki Bella. Okay. Cena and Nikki, they get into the ring and Cena basically gets on the mic. Now, look. This gets hilarious. Because even though some may, may have enjoyed the skit between the Miz and Maryse pretending to be John and Nikki and the Bellas bullshit, you have to appreciate what Cena said. Because he's like, okay, he said he enjoyed it. He said, because Miz was like, I'm surprised it took you so long to interrupt us. And Cena's like, I was back there enjoying it like everybody else. It was funny, right? Yeah, you make fun of me and my house rules. You make fun of me as far as, okay, yeah, we're not married because we're not married. Yeah, the whole Nikki and Brie can't tell each other apart sometimes and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, and he's like, that's some of the best work that you've done here. A lot of people didn't even get that sarcasm. But then it gets real. And he's like, look, it was funny until you stopped acting like Cena and started acting like The Miz. And the thing about that Cena broke down is that he talked about his wife. He talked about The Miz's wife, Maryse. Now, look. Throughout this whole skit, people, I was just like, all right, look, Miz, this is your chance. Because not only is Cena laying it into The Miz, he's laying it into his wife as well. So this was The Miz's chance to prove or to at least become something relevant of a threat and not stand for anything that was being said about him or his wife during his skit. During this, and Cena laid it all out. And the thing about Cena was, he was like, look, he started being The Miz. He's like, yeah, you try to say that I'm off, yeah, I'm going to do this for 15 years and you got my life all figured out. I'm going to go to Hollywood. He's like, are you high? He's like, everybody knows that I eat, sleep, and breathe this business, and, you know, half of them love me, half of them hate me, and the half that hates me want to get rid of me. And then he lays it on to his wife. He's like, look, I'm still trying to figure out, why are you here? Why are you here? They didn't, and he's like, look, your wife has to say that, you know, it was Nikki's fault about you not being back here. The only reason why they didn't want you back because you didn't do jack when you were here. He's like, funniest thing about it is there's a divas revolution, there's a women's revolution, not divas. There's a women's revolution going on right now. And what is Maryse doing? Nothing. Just a valet for the Miz. She's not getting in the ring because there's valid competition now. Especially she wouldn't survive on Raw. Think about that. But he's like, yeah, Nikki picked up someone else, 200-something pounds, 210 pounds, and dropped him like he's a waste of space. Yeah, and you show up every week and you are a waste of space. I'm like, oh God, here we go. I'm like, all right, that was enough. That was enough for the Miz that just hit John Cena, in my opinion. But Cena keeps going. And he's like, look, the funniest thing about this is he laid down the whole Hollywood thing. He laid down, he's like, look, I go off and make a movie, but look who else has done it. Triple H has done it, Randy Orton's done it, Seth Rollins has done it, Dean Ambrose has done it, oh, and you've done it. And he's like, but that slipped my mind because the movies that you make are bootleg movies that I've already made. And I'm just like, oh God. The thing about this is, Cena basically laid it down that he's like, look, when Cena and Nikki get knocked down, they get right back up and move forward. But whenever something minor happens to the Miz and Maryse, they make excuses and they blame everybody else. And he's like, you make fun of my house rules, but for 10 years you forget the one golden rule. If you're going to talk, if you're going to, you know, you're going to talk about it, you better be about it. You better step up and be a man. You're gonna talk tough, you better be tough. And then he called Miz a pussy. Yes, they bleeped it out, but the funniest part about it is, what have I been saying about the Miz? And the thing about it is, how are you gonna get away with that? You just got called a pussy in front of your wife, and you do nothing? You got your wife made fun of, and you do nothing. You just stand there and you're like, duh. And the Miz even dropped his mic. It's like, come on, dude, say or do something. And Cena's like, yeah, you know, you started to get serious about the skit, and then, you know, you took the stuff off. And Cena started taking off his headband, his shirt. He's like, I just stripped everything about me that you think that makes me me. And I'm right here. We're going to destroy you at WrestleMania. You're looking at the eyes of the people that's going to destroy you. And Cena was like, usually I'm saying that at this time, we're going to have to fight of our lives. But no, he said that they're going to get destroyed. And I'm just like, do something, please. You have this chance to prove something to me. For years, I'm open-minded, people. I'm just like, show me something. Show me something. Give me something credible. Please, show me something. And the Miz, once again, didn't pass the test. Because Cena was like, hey, swing at me, but just remember who you're swinging against, because I'm going to swing back. And then he's like, Maryse, yeah, you can't hit me either. You're frozen in your tracks because you take the step this way, she's going to knock the Botox out of your cheeks. And I'm just like, Cena laid into Miz and his wife. And the Miz still backed down, left the ring, walked the aisle, pretended like he was going to come back, and his wife stopped him from entering. So you're telling me that this man just made fun of you and your husband, and you stop him. So you stopped him because you knew that he was going to get his ass kicked. Think about all the past valets or wrestlers with women, okay? Macho Man. You talked about Elizabeth. No, he's going to put you down. Or at least he'll try. If that would have been, if Cena would have said anything like that to HBK would at least try to kick. Triple H would at least hit or try to pedigree. At least there could have been an exchange of back and forth, and Cena could have drew Miz out. Not a retreat. Even Rusev would have tried something, because Lana would have been like, crash! And he would have tried. The Miz didn't even attempt. He didn't even attempt. He didn't even try. And for those that are saying, come on, man, it's all scripted, it's fake. You're proving my point for me. You can't even, the Miz can't even convince me in a fucking fake sport. That's inexcusable. I'm sorry. Again, Cena said what I've been saying. He called Miz a pussy. And once again, he proved that. Just damn, man. In his face. Man to man, eyes to eyes, face to face, called you a pussy, make fun of your wife, and you do nothing? Yet we're supposed to take you seriously. Told you he's not a threat. Told you can't take this guy seriously. And once again, my point is proven. Want to say something different? Comment below. Don't just downvote and run away like a little pussy like The Miz. Anyway, you had this fucking 10-man tag team champion, not even championship, but the champions were in it, the Usos, but it was a 10-man tag team match, and all these 10 participants are going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So you had Mojo, Heath, Rhino, and American Alpha versus the Usos, Dolph, and Breezango. Basically, it was just a big clusterfuck of guys. And Mojo actually ended up getting the win. And it's like, okay, the faces win. Didn't really have any meaning for the show. It just didn't. It was just like, oh, these guys are in the Battle Royal, even though the tag team champions should be defending their titles at WrestleMania. Anyway, Bray Wyatt versus Luke Harper. Okay. It was kind of a cool match to actually see these two go at it. Yes, Luke Harper, he has a new look. Yes, he showcased his talent once again, diving through the ropes and stuff like that. And Bray showcased his. I want Bray and Randy to have a high-octane match at WrestleMania. But it was kind of crazy because Luke Harper actually looked at Bray Wyatt kind of spooked out. And then he tried the clothesline again because he actually hit him with the turnaround clothesline, but it got a 2 count because Bray was near the ropes. But he tried that clothesline again and got Sister Abigail. Bray wins. It wasn't for the title, but yeah. But Randy Orton, after the fucking match, they show him on the Titantron, and that crucifix that Bray had on Randy last week, he actually digs it into the dirt of Sister Abigail's resting place that he burned down. Yeah, Bray was there last week, and ashes and stuff like that, but Randy Orton is this week putting that motherfucking crucifix in her fucking burial spot and said, Bray, I'm coming for your title. So, again, that's SmackDown Live. Look, Cena ran down The Miz and his wife saying the exact same shit that I've been saying about him, and that was one of the funniest things ever. And yeah, the whole Total Bella's garbage, yeah, that was enjoyable to a point last week and this week. But damn, afterwards, you're supposed to stand up. You're supposed to go at it. You're supposed to, like I say, brawl and get knocked out. Get thrown over the top rope. Something. But retreat? After he called you a pussy to your face? After he made fun of your wife? Damn. And Cena was like, the only reason why you're here is so Miz can be on Total Divas? He's like, yeah, he's using you to be on Total Divas. I'm like, oh, God, just... Anyway, what did you think about the show? Do you give it a thumbs up or thumbs down? Was this better than Raw as far as the going home episode of SmackDown before WrestleMania? Please leave a comment below. And once again, I'm always up for a debate about wrestling, but man, that was just sad. Sad because I was just like, okay, hit this fucker. I don't like Cena. I don't hate Cena, but I'm indifferent with him. But I was like, if you hit this fucker right now, then I would at least give you credit. You didn't hit this motherfucker. Damn it. No guts. You coward. Once again, Miz Pussy. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm always open for a debate about wrestling. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan, and this wrestling fan is looking forward more to NXT TakeOver than WrestleMania. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.